Everybody, it's Ethan, the guy who draws the monsters. So today I'm working on the ink wash for Floaty Dead Guy. So Floaty, as you can kind of see, I left a lot of this portion white in here where all the smoke is going to be going around, all the mystical fire and everything. And so I thought I would start with just a little bit lighter wash this time. Sorry, the music was a little loud. I'm going to start light and build into dark, but I'm going to go from the top portion down to here where I'm going to end, because that's all going to be glowing mystical sword stuff happening. So I just kind of wanted to give you a brief idea of how I approach this. I use a little water and some ink and just start applying it to the board. And I try to do it so it doesn't dry immediately, so it can kind of flow into itself, so when it does dry, it kind of has this really cool effect. So what I've managed to do here is to kind of create the basis for what I'm going to build on. And what that means is that once this dries a bit more, I'm going to go in with another layer. And after that layer, I'm probably going to go in with a third and maybe even a fourth, a darker one, to kind of bring a bit more unification to the grays and the immediate blacks, to kind of make it look like one whole image. As you can see, there's a lot of water pooling in certain areas, and that's kind of what makes this kind of awesome, because you can't always plan for every single effect, but you can kind of like, once you see where water starts to pool, you can kind of say, oh, that might be kind of cool if I amp that up a little bit more, or maybe I need to take a piece of paper towel and dab that a little bit drier so it doesn't just take over the entire image. It's really just about experimenting as you go. There's really no... you just kind of have to do it, you know? It might not look great at the end of it, but you can always go back in and rework certain areas if you want to. Like I can see that some of the ink over here is kind of bleeding into the smoke, which kind of looks cool, so I might leave that. And you can kind of play with that, and that allows for different effects to come through, which I really dig. But I can always go back with, like I was saying, with whiteout, and just add some highlights. I'm probably gonna, once this is all dry, once I've finished with everything and erase the pencils, I'm going to go back and I'm going to use a lot of whiteout to kind of create more of a billowy, magical image around his sword. And again, it's just kind of trial and error. You know, there's no, I never really, I kind of did this on a whim a year or two ago, and I really ended up enjoying it, and I've just kind of kept at it and been playing with it for a while, and I like what it comes through. I like the element that it creates. It looks kind of ominous, and it's very different than if I just attacked it with a lot of India ink or black ink. And so I'm having a lot of fun with it. But anyway, so that's that, and I will be posting the final Floaty Dead Guy in all his undead glory probably after the weekend. I've got a big convention that I'm headed to, and so I'm not going to have a lot of time to work on Floaty, unfortunately, but I will have the following Monday off, and so I will work on him, and then I will post him. All right, thank you guys, and have a great weekend.